Hello and welcome to the European Resilience Initiative Center video podcast. Today our guest is Anton Sokolenko. He is a founder and the CEO of Sign My Rocket, Ukrainian charity, and this charity literally allows the donors to sign an artillery shell or a rocket and donates the collected money to the Ukrainian army. Welcome, Anton.
Hello.
And how did you come to the idea to raise donations by letting people leaving messages on artillery shells and other equipment?
By that time we were out of money and we were looking for other ways to gather donations from people, and I saw this idea from the soldiers writing the names of their fallen brothers on shells, and I thought that it might be a cool idea to gather donations. But when we started doing this, when I came to my volunteer center and said that we can try it, guys, they said like, no, nobody really interested in this. This is a childish idea. We will get into trouble, and yeah, that's how it started.
But what I see and what people can see on your webpage, you have already raised 1.7 million US dollars of donations, and now your goal is $2 million. How did you come to this amount, and what do you buy? How do you spend this money?
We came to this amount of money with the people who repost pictures, who help us with promoting, like famous people. We did orders for US congressmen, for people from the Parliament of Finland. A lot of Finnish people donated to us. They're on the second place of all of our donors. America is on the first place actually. And we spent all money on our army. We bought more than 100 cars, a lot of Starlink optics, and a significant amount of money we spent on car repairs.
That sounds amazing, but how does it technically work? So you address a military unit and say, hello guys, we have a cool idea, we have artillery shells, we have a web platform, let's cooperate. How do they react?
On the first time when I started doing this, I was literally messaging soldiers from Instagram, like, hi guys, you have a cool idea, we can help you and you can help us. What do you think? And most of people were rejecting this offer. Some said that I want to put a message on my tank, like it's a World of Tanks nickname or whatever. I'm not doing this. But for now, this is actually the second soldier's job. First they fight, second they put messages, because they get a lot of equipment they need. Mostly we work with artillery crews because they have shells, and we take orders for them. But we like 50-50. We spend 50% of money for the artillery crew. The next 50 we spend on the other soldiers who don't have shells, who have no opportunity to make orders. So we help everybody as we can.
And indeed, of course, if you sign your weapon, like your tank or your gun, it is one signature that you can have on it. But if you sign a shell, you use a lot of shells during a fighting, so you can sign them more and more, and every shell is unique. By the way, I have personally purchased one 155 millimeter shell as a present for my good friend and a colleague. And that is my personal involvement in the project. I highly recommend to not only to like, share and subscribe to our video channel, but also to visit Sign My Rocket website and have a look at the options which you have, how you can donate to the Ukrainian army and have a unique present for your dear ones. But back to the question of how do you communicate with the units? I think that you should have a lot of paperwork. With that amount of money, you need to have a paperwork for the things you buy, you purchase. And also, I believe that you need to have a paperwork with the military units, because it is not okay when some wild guys just leave inscriptions on the military equipment, right?
No, it's actually easy. But we have a lot of paperwork with all the humanitarian aid that we bought. That's a hell amount of papers. But working with soldiers is kind of easy because it's not officially They just go to the shells and sign them, and that's all. There's no. Maybe sometimes they can come to their commander and ask, like, "Hey, if we can do this, we're gonna get some humanitarian aid, and what do you think?" And most of them say yes, let's go. Some say no, but there are a lot of people now who text us. They find any way to connect with us, to ask if they can participate in this project, but for now we are kind of low on donations or new orders because we mostly gather money from the foreigners. They really like this idea, but for now it's the second year of this war and people maybe are not so interested. But I think if our top time donations is when it comes on news, on television, or someone popular gets an order and then post it on his social media. That's the best opportunity for us to spread the word about our project and receive more donations and more money to get equipment, because we have a lot of requests from soldiers, and unfortunately for now we cannot afford to fulfill them all.
Exactly. I have seen at your webpage you can offer, for example, an inscription on a HIMARS missile, and HIMARS were absolutely the top story last summer, but maybe now like they're not sound as cool as they sounded 1 year ago, and that is exactly what many Ukrainian charities told me recently, that the charities completely depend on the level of hype, if I may to say so, in the social media. If there is a lot of movement and commentaries, then people get donations, but after that the donation flow is maybe just 1/2 or 1/3 of the previous amount, but the war goes on. How do you boost this amount of donations?
For now, unfortunately, I don't know. I'm trying to message people who have big audience, so if anyone with a big audience watching this, we can get some order for you for free if you post it and help us. I have some crazy footage, like people can also sign and put stickers on actual fighter jets, and we made it through orders, and soon they'll come out in social media, and I hope that will bring a lot of new orders.
What is the most requested technical support, what the soldiers ask you to buy for them?
As we work with artillery, they mostly ask for new tires, for cars. We bought a lot of spare details for actual artillery, because they come with no spare parts, or there are some spare parts that are missing, and they kind of cost a lot of money to be done in Ukraine.
For trucks?
No, for artillery.
For artillery, you may buy spare parts for artillery on the free market.
Yep. For M777. Yeah, we bought a lot of them. We bought 50 complects, so we repaired 50 guns actually. And they ask for instruments, for cars, for power banks, walkie-talkies, Starlinks, and stuff like this.
Is it complicated to import such goods into Ukraine? You need to cross several borders. You need to export the equipment. You need to import it. How does it change since the last 2 years?
It was not hard, to be honest, but it is now more complicated because of new laws, and unfortunately we don't know how they work for now.
And regarding the wishes of the donors, like with what kind of inscriptions or maybe some extra wishes the donors can?
It actually depends on the audience. When it was popular on Reddit, it was mostly memes, jokes. We soldiers wrote a lot of penises arts on the shells. We got like 400 or 500 orders wishing a happy Father's Day, more than 600 orders wishing a happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy divorce day. We got one order for this, yeah. And there were like a few of them proposing. And there was one
People
order.
proposed with a shell.
We got one order proposing with a text written on actually artillery for $5,000 with a video of it shooting and soldiers saying, "Will you marry him?" And the guy actually put this video on the TV, put the camera in the corner of the room, and recorded a video, and then he sent it to me. With him making such proposal, he showed this video to the girlfriend, and she said yes, and it was a happy moment, to be honest.
Wow, that is a win-win situation. The Ukrainian army got $5,000 of donation, and a couple has got an understanding on that they will marry each other. That is an amazing news, actually. But regarding the future of the charity projects in Ukraine, how do you see the situation on the ground? Is there enough of support now, or what should be done to make it better?
That's a really tough question for me as a volunteer, because we receive less money and we can provide less support, and without all the volunteers, army would be much weaker. And there are a lot of hard situation in a volunteer's life, because government put new laws that make life of volunteers harder, and and less donations, and 2 years of the war, so it's kind of hard.
But we all hope that the new German missiles Taurus arrive, and they can also be signed with the best wishes.
We are planning to sign Storm Shadow rocket soon. I hope very soon. But such things are kind of hard because they are top secret. And but we signed two MiGs 29, so nothing is impossible to us. We can sign ATACMS, but it's not an actual rocket. It's just camouflage, so it doesn't look like a fat big one rocket.
Okay, so that is the problems which are not visible for those of us who observe the situation from a distance. And if you want to sign something, you really need to have it in front of you, and it should look cool and pointy. Yes, it was an interview with Anton Sokolenko, founder and CEO of the Sign My Rocket charity, Ukrainian charity, which allows you to send a message and put this message on an artillery shell or a rocket or even a MiG-29 plane, and support the Ukrainian army with your donation. Thank you, Anton, and I hope you will sign a Taurus missile soon with the best wishes to the carriage bridge.